Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be giving you all a very brief bookshelf tour, but I thought that I would combine that with a on my shelf tag because I've never really done this before. So I have one bookcase behind me and I've had this bookcase for like, I don't know, maybe over 7 or 8 years. There are about 5 levels, 6 if you don't count the top one, and the first level is where I keep my non-fiction and classic books. The second and third levels are where I keep my contemporary, literary, fiction, historical fiction type books, the first of which being for adult novels and the second of which being for young adult novels. My fourth shelf is where I keep all of my fantasy books. My fifth shelf is where I keep my science fiction books and my library books, and that's basically all of the books. So since then I've actually rearranged my shelves so they look a bit different now than they did when I filmed that thing that you just saw, but I was too lazy to like redo it. So, but without further ado, and before the sun decides to go down, let's get started on this tag. Orange is the New Black by Piper Kerman. I literally like have no memories associated with this book whatsoever because I have not read it. I still need to catch up on the show. I haven't gotten past season 2. So maybe I would probably read this, I guess, sometime later this year and then get caught up on the show, or not, because honestly speaking, I don't really care to. The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. The memory I have associated with this book is applying the methods, the KonMari method that I learned in it to decluttering and organizing my space, and it was so helpful and very, I wouldn't say directly, but indirectly life-changing. Where'd You Go Bernadette by Maria Sample. This is one of my all-time favorite books of ever. And the memory I have associated with it was like reading it and just really being enthralled in the setting. Like it's set in Seattle and Antarctica, and I don't know, for some reason, like I don't know if it was I don't know if it was like my imagination or Maria Sample's writing, but I really got like that visual, I got the aesthetic, and it was just such a wonderful experience reading this book. Homegoing by Ya Jassy. I don't even know where to like start because this book is just everything and more. I went to a branch of a bookstore that I'd never been to before, and I just remember telling myself, like, if the UK edition of this book is here on sale, I don't care how much it is, I will spend the full price and buy the book. And I was telling myself, like, obviously they're not going to have it because Homegoing had been out for months upon months and the stores was just not stocking up on it. And then I turned around and I saw this in the UK edition. Look at how gorgeous this book is, y'all. Like, I've had issues with the color orange since the US election started, but now because of this book, it's me and orange, we cool now. The Book of Anon Americans by Christina Henriquez. When I think about this book, the memory I have associated with it is failure because I failed to finish it. I made the terrible mistake of picking this up right before I was going away year before, and I have an issue where I can't really read when I'm traveling. So reading this book while on vacation did not work out and I ended up DNFing it, which was such an annoying decision of me because I was enjoying it a lot. But I hope to get back to it sometime in the near future. The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. I have not talked about this book in quite a while. The memory I have associated with this book might sound odd, but that is when I did my review for it, which I will link in the cards, and I sat down and thought about that review for a very long time, and I scripted it out and I tried different ways of conveying my thoughts about this book. I don't know why. It's not like this was like one of the best books I've ever read. It was a pretty fantastic read and I'd never read anything like this before. But yeah, that review, it took a lot out of me and I'm very proud of it. So again, I will link it up for you in the cards. The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherine M. Valente. Have I not spammed you all with this book enough last year? I have not continued on with the rest of the series, but the memory I have associated with this book is just being starstruck by Valente's writing. Valente's writing is wow. Uprooted by Naomi Novik. When I first read this book, the memory I have associated with it was really connecting with the community because I read it around the time where it was very popular and a lot of people were posting reviews, and being there in that present moment and connecting with the community in a way that I had never really been able to do before because I'm very much someone who reads popular books after the hype. So that was a fun experience. And finally, the last book is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, and again, what can I say? I mean, I remember binging this series. I had to read it within like 2 weeks because we were going to see Mockingjay part one, a whole group of my friends reading the book simultaneously with watching the movies, and that was a really fun experience for me. So that's it for this video. The sun is going away slowly but surely, and this video is probably very dark, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and until next time, inshallah, keep reading.